Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I want to appreciate you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing to this channel. Why is it that at this time, Kenyans and a bigger percentage of the population are coming out crying, requesting Raila Amolo Odinga to make a step, mobilize people, and have mass action? At the same time, the same people, some of them, who have always been saying that Raila Odinga is unfit to be the president. Now they're calling Raila Odinga to be their savior. If you have already said that Raila Odinga is not fit to be your president, how is he fit to be your savior? I think at times, some people are just set aside to use Raila Odinga in the name of opposition leader. At times it is good to try someone with the actual office, not the shadow office, where some individuals are ready to request Raila Odinga to call for mass action because they believe it is only Raila Amolo Odinga that can direct any mass action and can bring attention to this government of Kenya Kwanza. As Raila Odinga is just keeping quiet, not giving people direction towards mass action, the Kenya Kwanza is so comfortable doing whatever they can do. So I was so curious when I saw some individuals in a certain community saying that Raila Odinga should bring back mass action. Why should Raila Odinga bring back mass action? At the same time, you are the same people claiming that when Raila Odinga is bringing mass action, you people, you are complaining that Raila Odinga is destroying your businesses. Raila Odinga is making you to make losses. So it is good. Just leave Raila Amolo Odinga alone. That is whatever some Kenyans and supporters of Raila Odinga is requesting, because you cannot at the same time have your cake and eat it. Because you elected this government, you had songs, narratives endorsing this government. When things are not, or rather is contrary to your expectation, you're now begging Raila Odinga to go to the street. I mean, it is so difficult sometimes to use someone every time, now and then at the same time you want that person to at least save you. For me, I think it has reached a time that for me, let the Kenya Kwanza do their thing. When they spread the hustler narrative, they knew they were going to benefit. So I don't see any criteria and any scenario that now Raila Odinga should come out to save them. Raila Odinga should sit down with their Azimio principles, prepare for the next general election. As they are criticizing them, let them not go back to the street. Let them prepare at the same time as they criticize the government, at the same time they are preparing their candidate, their running mate. Then as we just going to remain with 2 years, let them hit the ground seriously. And then this is going to be at least easier for them. But in any case, they are going to spend a lot of time talking about high cost of living, high cost of living, high cost of living, IEBC. At the same time, Kenya Kwanza is preparing. You've seen whatever Malala is doing. Malala is busy recruiting members in UDA party. At the same thing, Raila Odinga and the Azimio should do. It is the time that Raila Odinga must not come out again to speak about the issue of Ruto must go. This is a narrative that Kenyans has already used to. The only narrative that Raila Odinga must bring back, the earlier the best, the preparation for the next general election. And this preparation of next general election is not only about the candidate and the running mate of Azimio, but also must entail the solving the issue of IEBC. I think for now, Raila Odinga should come up with mechanisms on how he's going to ensure that IEBC is going to be resolved once and for all. When it comes to the reconstituting of the officers, IEBC officers, when it comes to devolving the IEBC across the 47 counties, it will be so pathetic if Raila Odinga's team will just talk, then in the next general election, you people, the same people who are coming out to request you to be their savior, they will all again reject you and say, or rather they will reject your team, whoever is going to vie with the ticket of Azimio, or rather any formation you're going to have. But for me, I have realized something that is very critical. Some of the supporters of Kenya Kwanza, they believe that their savior is Raila Odinga. And if Raila Odinga is not going to speak, then they are on a wrong direction. They are going to face suffering. They are going to face a burden. But at the same time, they are distancing themselves from this kind of operation of taxation. The promises that were promised them is not coming out as their expectation. Something that they must do understand again is that this was the government that they elected. They spread the word hustler all over the corner of their region. So for them, let them give Raila Odinga time and their team, let them prepare for the next general election, because my opinion, I don't see any scenario of them going to the street day in, day out will make them resolve the issues. You saw whatever Kalonzo Musyoka is saying. Kalonzo was saying that immediately 2017 general election, after 2017 general election, William Ruto started day one campaigning, going across the Republic of Kenya, selling his agendas. You know, this is how these people must do now. No time. You'll just hear it is almost 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. We are now starting another election. And if we are going to start another election, let not Raila Amolo Odinga go for this request to be the saviors of the people day in, day out. You know, it is good. It is good, for example, like in 2007, Raila was the savior of the people. The savior, someone that was standing with the people. When you look at 2013, the same Raila Odinga. 2017, the same Raila Odinga. It is good you've realized that Raila Odinga is the savior of your problem. You know, when he requests for the mass action, people are there to attend. Raila Odinga's announcement of mass action always gives the government of the day a standstill. So it is good also to try him as a president if he can resolve these issues. But he cannot resolve these issues if he is not your president. He is outside the government. He is outside the office. How will he resolve? As William Ruto is busy capturing all over, across the corner, when it comes to the judiciary, police, DCI, legislatures, across the board, you want to tell me, is there any possibility where we'll be having an institution that will be independent? I don't see. So coming out to vindicate Raila Odinga that he is always right, is something that also you must try him to be the president of the Republic of Kenya. So those who are coming out to tell him to call, or they're crying that Raila Odinga should come out, let him just keep quiet. You face the wrath of what you choose. So ladies and gentlemen, what are thoughts?